feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
2, 3. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Sweet. I think what you guys have been experiencing with the music lately is, well, welcome everybody. Happy Tuesday. Is that I'm doing it. I'm doing the music. It's too geeky to talk about, but I'm doing the music differently. And so what is happening, what happened organically, is that the music played the next track. So those are all tracks from the DVD that I put out a million years ago, and so that if you like the opening music that we always know, the Nina Simone track, that next track is the same artist, and she sold me 5 or 6 songs for $200. It was crazy. Anyway, let's see who's here. Lauren's here. I always fear that I'm going to sound like unenthusiastic when I read these, but it's not that at all. Hey, Jackie, Shelly, Claire, sweet. Jennifer's here. Shayna's here. Mimi's here. Sweet, Mimi. It's always happy when you make it. Rita's here. Rita, we're thinking about you as always, or especially lately. Joanna, sweet. A thunderstorm about to pass. Oh, okay, you're here with Jennifer. Okay, sweet. Okay. And then let's see. Okay, I think that's everybody that wants to comment. You're live here in Greensboro. Oh, I just realized my camera's in the way. Oh, you know what? I don't even need that. Boom. I am enthusiastic for all of you, and thank you for joining me. And I will start the timer so I don't talk too much. Water break. And there's Jordan. Hey, Jordan, how you doing? Okay, so I think that sometimes I relax if I sit down. So let me see if this is going to work. All right. I think that most of you that are watching this class know this by now, but I teach. Part of the way I teach is through story. And so tonight we're going to have a class that is loosely or somewhat couched in story, and the story actually I like standing better. The stories tonight are about my dad named Pasha, and Pasha is her nickname. Like all the my dads have a nickname, and hers is the Peacemaker. And Pasha, the Peacemaker, she got her nickname because of something she did when she was probably like, I don't know, 14 or 15 years old, around that age. And I've told the story in video before. I've told it in workshops before. We're not going to get all into the story because it's a long one, and it's really meant to be done to music, and it's meant to be done live with people. But basically, she brought her, Ana, and Saza were traveling through together, and several years of the story are the three of them traveling together. And when they had been traveling for several years at this point, they arrive at this sort of beautiful land, and then and it has a nice, it's like just gorgeous, mythical, huge trees, and in the center of it, the land would shoot up, like scale up in these sort of rock faces, and then sort of plateau again, but like it was like a forest on top of that plateau. So it was like this really beautiful place and scene. Unfortunately, though, it was going through a civil war, and two twin brothers are basically at war with each other over what they say is their father's riches, the king, but was probably, honestly, their father's attention and affection. And so Pasha, the Peacemaker, the climax of the story is that when the two sides are about to go to war, they've declared this is very like machismo type war where they like line up, they're telling each other they're going to fight, and they just go out and do it. And while they're, and there's men and there's women, I mean, it's just, it's this very intense scene. And then Pasha, this like 14, 15-year-old girl, while they're about to go to battle, marches in between the two forces with all of the children of both tribes wearing and carrying weapons. And so the sort of big climax of the story is essentially, Pasha says more eloquently than I do right now, but she says something, to the effect of like, if you guys are going to, the generation that's going to be hurt the most by the war you're about to have is this one. And wouldn't it just be better if we just had them fight? And of course, it brought everyone's, heart to surface, and, they realized sort of the insanity of war, and especially over something so trivial. And so peace happens. That's how she gets her nickname. And she goes on to become kind of the nerdy intellectual of the Maidan. So if you have that side in you, or if you have that friend, that's Pasha. She was very nerdy, super intellectual. And I mean nerdy in a good way, but she was definitely not afraid to be smart. She was probably, yeah, I don't want to, yeah, y'all would know better probably some of her characteristics, but just super strong. And when she hooped, her hooping was more meditative. And so tonight, I'm going to explain it while we're doing sway. So let me just jump into sway. I don't want to talk too long. And I have this actually planned out. You'll be proud of me. All right. There we go, and here we go. All right. All right, thanks for joining me once again, and hopefully I haven't missed too many messages. It doesn't look like I have. And let's sway. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Pasha is a character in the Maidan story. She represents her own galaxy of ideas. And tonight, I invite you to live in that galaxy. I invite you to the Pasha galaxy, into that, or point you into that direction. One where thought is valued, where it's okay to have a lot of thoughts, where it's okay to have conflicting thoughts. Because for Pasha, all of those conflictions and differences all just the biggest picture. One unified picture of your experience. Your past experience, your current experience, and most likely your future. I invite you into the galaxy where you can think about your life and not judge it. Audible breath in. I invite you into the galaxy of being smart. And by that, I mean by not dumbing down. Pasha would want you to own your brain power, to use it. Audible breath in. All right. Okay, this is normally when I would cut to Anne. But she's not here. She is in Asheville with Hoopalicious. They're doing a hoop jam right now, which is, or maybe it might be over now, but it started at 6. Okay, I'm going to move into our next. So I just gonna keep going with my thing here. And we're gonna start off with point technique. Now this class is gonna be essentially like a Piaget class, but I'm just gonna guide through the first few exercises. And when I say Piaget, that silly phrase, that term, is a name given to the concept, really, of, you could almost think of it as partner dance. By that I mean that a Piaget is when two rhythms are moving together. The hoop has a rhythm, and I have a rhythm. And when me and the hoop are in the same rhythm, or at least sharing the same inspiration, that's called Piaget. There can be as many rhythms as you want in a Piaget, but there has to be at least 2. And so that means that Piaget really is, it has to involve you and something or someone else. Pasha walked with Ana and Saza a lot. Back then, everywhere was by foot or by horse. So they spent a lot of time walking, and they would take breaks and they would hoop together. And Pasha liked to watch Saza hoop because Saza would just hold the hoop in a hanging point and just keep it there. Pasha always wondered, like, what is she listening to? Then one day, Pasha realized Saza was listening to all of it, that she was moving to a rhythm of all things. Audible breath in. Pasha understood after that moment that everything had rhythm. Everything. And relationships for her were how her rhythm interacted with that rhythm. Audible breath in. I like slow flow, contact hooping, I like point. Because it's an easy way, a quick way for me to find that first piace. Uh-oh. You don't want to play that next up. Okay. I hope you guys are still with me here. Nobody's made a comment in a while. Sometimes that makes me nervous. Oh wait, I had it. Yeah, here we go. Okay. I'm assuming you guys are still with me. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm nervous. Okay. Okay, sweet. Okay, sweet. Okay, cool. Y'all are all here. Okay, sweet. You gave me a heart attack. That's so cool. Now I blew it. I pulled you out of that flow. Damn it. Okay, here. All right, cool. All right, same. All right, good. This is great. Okay. Okay. Why don't we, if you're feeling that slow flow, then all right, you know what? All right, I've played this song before. I know this might be a little heavy. I love this track, but this might be a little bit heavy. But I think that this would be a good sort of. This is a very Pasha track. So essentially, you're going to free hoop any way you want to. And I'm just going to jump back into some of the aspects of the story.
Like a desert blue I sit at your feet like a desert bloom. I sit at your feet, trolling for a raindrop to fall from your lips, to fall from your lips, waiting to be woken and born by your calling, waiting to be woken and born by your calling. I'm waiting.
Everything was rhythm for Pasha. A good mood was a rhythm. A bad mood was a rhythm. Love was a rhythm. Trust was a rhythm. Audible breath in.
The blood-red lullabies rocking my throat. The blood-red lullabies rocking my throat. My whole being trembles in the mimicry, to echo and to save every sound that you utter, to echo and to save every sound that you utter, to echo. Of each deathly breath. Ooh.
Okay. At the heart of her Piace theory, at the heart of it is self-worth. Because what Pasha learned was that for her, the best way to build the most sturdy Piace was in that moment to be the most sturdy rhythm that she could be. And by sturdy, she meant like sort of swinging bridge type sturdy, right? Not like rigid. In fact, Pasha used to say that peace was a swinging bridge.
And I ride the waves of each deathly breath.
But at the heart of her philosophy is the idea that your rhythm has value, that your rhythm, whether we like it or not, is going to meet another rhythm.
Waiting to be awoken and born by your calling.
And Pasha believed in authenticity. She believed that the more authentic you were from moment to moment, the easier it was for in any moment to show up as you. Pasha believed authenticity was a type of practice. Okay. All right. I'm having a good time. We're not doing bad on time, so that's pretty cool. I think this next song will. Yeah, I've played it in class before. I always love that track. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. Like I just can hear religious music without feeling put upon. I know some people have scars and stuff, and I feel for you, and I definitely would never want to push those scars. I'm not that kind of teacher. But sometimes somebody wrote me one time when I played a religious song on here and wanted to know about my faith and stuff, and was like, it's just like I don't have to be a member of a faith to appreciate its truisms and certain, all the faiths have a poetry to them that's beautiful. All right, yeah, I think this would be a good one to get us in. So I'm not even going to tell you how to flow to this. Just hopefully hopefully I've pointed you into the Pasha galaxy, and maybe you'll go out there so far that you'll be able to tell me more about Pasha. You'll be giving me intel on what she was like. All right, so I'm gonna play just another song. We'll get going here. And again, when we're establishing a hoop piace, you're bringing your rhythm into the music. And so sometimes, it's like, sometimes you grab the hand of someone and you guys are in it immediately, and other times you got to just sort of feel it out. And it may turn into you do a technique. It may be a hoopless act. It may be you're flowing on every beat of every, measure, and who knows. But here we go. authenticity was everything. Authenticity was the cheat code. It didn't mean sameness. You could be authentic and change your mind. You could be authentic and reverse an action. It just meant being present in that moment and being true to your past and your future. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Okay. We are going super chill. Maybe a little too chill, but never mind. So I hope that normally Anne would be here to tell me how I'm doing as far as communicating thoughts clearly, but the beautiful thing about stories is they have characters. The beautiful thing about those characters is they are essentially vehicles that we can be in, that we can occupy, that we can drive, that we can see through the windshield. We can, that we can go step into these characters, and when we step into them, we step away from some of the certain traps that we know about in our head. And we step into this, like sometimes these characters, like heroes, are trapless characters, they're like, and sometimes it's good to just, even though however unrealistic that might be, to just be in that space for a second. Sweet. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have we're going to kind of build a slow rise. Now, I'll be honest with you. This song, I've played this for you guys before. I love this song, and it's got some pretty crude language in it. Or not crude. It's got some angry language. And so, but I'd be interested to see how you, Pasha, relate to this. This might be a good example of, I can only imagine that this character, if she has all the qualities that I feel from her, she must have been a phenomenal conversationalist. And so I imagine she was pretty good applying these philosophies to listening to people, to really hearing them, and not trying to weave in her story of how, she went through that. Like sometimes I think it's just, I bet Pasha, I don't know, I've always got this sense from her, like that she would probably want me to not try to relate immediately when I hear a story, that she would want me to say like, hey, look, Pax, they're not just sharing with you an experience to see if you've had the same thing. They're sharing with you an experience. And let them have that. Okay, so we'll stay with the chill then. All right, so this song comes up, but it's pretty chill. If you're joining late, we're basically having a flow class. Hoop in any way you like to, your rhythm, the song's rhythm. Maybe you embody the song, maybe you just witness it, maybe you do both.
Don't chase ghosts, don't get too close, don't get caught, don't get spent, don't get bored, don't sell out, don't get bent, don't fuck your best friend. If everything is just the way I'm not the one who burnt you out, fucked you up and put you on, broke you down. Ask someone else to be that someone. I can't be that someone who can be like water. Why can't I be the answer you want? Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of older track. I don't remember when that came out, but that was a while ago. All right, I'm gonna take a water break. Okay. Yeah, wow. Okay, I think we should play legitimately one more upbeat track, and then we will go back to. I'll try to find some super chill stuff, but this isn't like a crazy house track or this isn't like a crazy house track or anything. But we'll. I hope that. Never mind. Oh, what was I gonna play? Oh yeah, we're gonna go to SoundCloud. All right, here we go. It's a little bit louder. All right. Sweet. Sweet. One water break. Wow, I'm having a great time hooping right now. Man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play one more. Just keep it going. If you're having any moments of like, you can treat this like a Piace class. If you're having any moments with a particular song, please feel free to share like what you did during the song. I love reading it. You're in a room full of people who care. All right. We've played this one before. This was a hit of mine for a while. I think this is a great example of a Piace track. And one of the ways that that Pasha taught Giancarlo how to listen was two birds, and that like one bird is telling their story, and you as a listener are following their story. Like, and that like, like what Pasha encouraged was like to get down with them in their story. A lot of times it's easy to listen to their story from up here or from a distance or from the position of the dad or the mom or the whatever. And Pasha encouraged, like on the first listen anyway, to try and be there, right? So that you could understand exactly what the person was communicating to you, what had happened. And I really needed that advice. It's tough for me to listen to people. It has to do with my attention. Oh, sweet, Denver, nice. Okay, so let's just play the music. Yeah.
What you want. I am not the embodiment of lust. No, I am much more than that. I can twist you out, break you down, warp your mind, make you mine. Tell me what you think of that. You think you can handle that, right? Lots of these boys out here love frontin'. Lots of these boys out here know nothing. Tell me all you say. You think you can handle that, right?
Okay. Yeah, you like that track. Good. Okay. All right. Do y'all want to do one more? I kind of do. What time is it? Okay, we have time. Yeah, this will be. You probably. Most of y'all probably have heard this one before. We'll play this one. It's a nice chill track. Oh, sweet! Laura's doing an online jam, Zoom jam. Y'all should totally check that out.
Be my boy, 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 be my boy.
Yeah, Laura's good people. Yeah, for sure.
My boy, be my boy. I've been thinking about those things you said. I've been thinking about those things we did. I've been thinking about those things you do. I've been thinking about those things you made me do too. Be my boy, be my boy, be my boy, be my boy. I was hypnotized by your very eyes, like a tiger in the dark. You were hungry from the start. Be my boy, be my boy, be my boy, be my boy. Diamonds, candy pills, $1 million bills. You can try, but you can't buy me, buy me. Diamonds, candy pills, $1 million bills. You can try, but you can't buy me. You can slide, slide, slippity slide, hip hop, and don't stop. I'll never be on my knees. You can slide, slide, slippity slide. You can hip hop and don't stop, 'cause I'll never be on my knees. When I saw you on the street, I just had to look away. You were so sweet, sexy steez, laid back, relax, street boy, please. Wait a second, it's gonna take a while. Slide, slide, slippity slide. You can hip hop and don't stop. I'll never be on my knees. You can slide, slide, slippity slide. You can hip hop and don't stop. I'll never be on my knees. I've been thinking about why you act so proud. I've been thinking about what's this shit about. Am I losing control? Am I losing my soul? Just tell me, am I losing you? Be my boy, 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 be my boy. Diamonds, candy pills, $1 million bills. You can try, but you can't.
Good night,
buy
Megan.
me.
Thanks for joining.
You can slide, slide, slippity slide. You can hip hop and don't stop, 'cause I'll never be on my knees. You can slide, slide, slippity slide. You can hip thinking about, and I'm thinking about losing you.
Okay, sweet. You guys are very welcome. Yeah, we'll play one this will be our last track for those of you that want one more, and for everybody else, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining. Rita, Claire, Megan, Jennifer. We'll do one more track that I like. For those of you who have to peace out, thank you. I'll see you Saturday. This is the last track though. Thank you for the donations, everybody. Have a great night.